I survived 100 days in the Minecraft movie on Minecraft Bedrock. All of the Minecraft movie editions in one video. So, enjoy, as I am about to experience the Minecraft movie in these 100 days. Just a heads up, there are major spoilers during this video, so if you have not watched the movie, well, you should watch this anyway, but, you know, with caution. Well, to start off these 100 days, I obviously went and gathered some food for chomping later, and went ahead and made the crafting table, pickaxe, got some stone, and made a furnace to, you know, cook the food. I figured I will have to go a long way, so might as well. The Dark Forest, right over there. Now, of course, I will be fighting Malgosia herself, plus the Great Hog in this video, so I took a look at what they're up to and what they're doing. Matter of fact, if you haven't watched the Minecraft movie, you should probably check it out, because we're also going to be crafting the Staff of Dominance. The Staff of Dominance obviously is one of the new weapons added to the add-on, as well as the Buckchuckets, the Potato Launcher, and battle axe, and spear, and mushroom hat. Next, I went and gathered some sugarcane, got some sheep for a bed, and put my bed down under a nice little mushroom in the dark forest that I had previously looked at. However, some zombies didn't quite like my presence. Why are there so many zombies? After breaking my axe and almost breaking my pickaxe, I finally had slayed the zombies that had no sense of what they were doing and why they were here. After that, I decided, you know what, I'm not taking any more zombies, so I crafted some trapdoors to place above my mine. And of course, I went to mining, got myself some coal, and finally ran across a tiny little bit of iron. Oh my god, I've done it. After gathering enough iron to make my first special item of the day, the Buckchuckets, I swiftly headed back, smelted the iron, and started crafting. There it is, the Buckchuckets. Hello there. Get Buckchucketed. And turns out the Buckchuckets are quite an effective tool against zombies. Oh dude, the Buckchuckets are OP. After that, I noticed a weird sound. And also found diamonds, which I didn't have an iron pickaxe for, so I went up and crafted that to finally get my first bit of diamond. And it was a great feeling. It was actually really great. After that, I went and got some gold, some lapis that I will be using later for enchanting, and of course, some more iron, because an anvil can always come in handy. And would you look at that, I found more diamonds. I'm not even kidding, they're everywhere. After this, I got my first taste of what skeletons in Minecraft Bedrock are like. They have so much knockback for no reason that it scares me. So I quickly set up a nice furnace area to start smelting some of the items I'm gaining, and also put down a tree sapling because I realized I'm running out of wood very quickly and I want to craft myself a diamond pickaxe and other tools. So chopping all these leaves to get sticks, and then after that crafted the diamond pickaxe. Now, of course, only reason I need a diamond pickaxe is to mine obsidian to get to the Nether. I am trying to get to Nether quite quickly, but not too quickly because I do have to get prepared. And there I got all the obsidian. Yes, okay, we can leave. However, oh, trader, hello. So in this add-on, these wandering traders are the essence of gameplay right here, because these villagers are able to trade you these special items that come with the add-on that will make your life so much better. And so I decided, instead of trading with him, because I don't have any emeralds, I'll make my own battle axe. Yes, an iron battle axe. And then I tested it out on a sheep. It worked pretty well. Cool thing, cool thing. After testing my battle axe a little bit more, I decided it's now time to make a sugarcane farm, which I will be needing later on. Hint, I never used it. I never used the sugarcane farm because I forgot about it. Then I had a look at what some of the items are that I'm able to craft, or rather will be able to craft, and one of those is the Staff of Dominance, which is kind of going to be my main goal for this 100 days, alongside some other ones. And of course took a look at some of the netherite items and the potato launcher, which I may or may not craft pretty soon. And a village. Sick. Now, I did look for a village nearby. It didn't end up being that close. It was like a 300 block walk. However, I did just go in one direction, so it's kind of actually easy to find. The main reason why I went to this village is to get some potatoes and emeralds. I didn't get any emeralds, but I did find a blast furnace. So I decided, you know what, I'll just make the potato cannon, see what it does, see if it's any good. Maybe it's not, maybe it is. How do you launch potatoes? Oh my god, you scared me. Jesus. You spin me right round, baby, right round. And I swear to you, it took me about like 30 minutes to figure out the fact that I need the tater tots to even fire the projectiles out of the potato launcher, because apparently you can't shoot regular potatoes for whatever reason. Now, I only found out later that you can actually craft the tater tots. I didn't know that. I thought they were like a thing you can only buy, but apparently you can craft them from regular potatoes. After that, I found this dripstone cave down below the village and decided that maybe it's worthwhile to check it out. Now, I did run into a bunch of bad things down here, like skeletons, and there's one skeleton in particular that I had a really tough time with. This is ridiculous. Yo, this is... How's this fair? Freaking, what is that? Why'd that skeleton have like knockback 4 on its bow? After that fight, there was nothing left to do but to get diamonds and apparently find spawners, because that's what we do. And I did find some name tags, which I'll be using soon enough, and a whole bunch of diamonds. That's right. My goal was 24, so I can craft a full set of diamond armor, but I just ended up fighting a whole bunch of mobs left and right, over and over. However, the good thing about this is that I found out that I can actually swing my sword as fast as I want. This isn't Java. I don't have to wait for a cooldown timer to happen. I just swing. And so I continued on mining diamonds, and I actually got 26 of them. So that means there's enough for a enchanting table and a full set of armor. I also made this big tower so I can see where the cave is. Yeah. After getting back to my temporary settlement in the village, I crafted a full set of diamond armor and equipped it as soon as possible. Next item of business, librarian villager. This one I need to get me some bookshelves, because I wasn't gonna look for bookshelves myself. So instead I was going to buy them by selling sticks to Fletchers. Yes, that's right, we do it again. You're gonna be my stick guy. Of course, this meant I have to chop down 5 forests nearby, but you know what? It was all worth it. I didn't actually chop any forests down, I just kind of excavated the villagers' homes, and even my old home, because I forgot some stuff there. But that's okay. Then I went and crafted an enchanting table, and placed down all the bookshelves that I have gotten from the trading, and enchanted some of my armor. Now, I didn't get to enchant all of it with good enchantments, but we got something there. Mess him up, Dennis. Along the way, I also tamed a wolf named Dennis, accurate to the movie. And Dennis was a great help, facing off against many different foes. Of course, I was constantly scared of his well-being, so I kept feeding him food so he wouldn't die. After that, I had enough experience to also enchant my chest plate, so now I felt a bit better about where I was going. So I decided to look into weaponry and found out that a diamond sword is somehow more powerful than a diamond battle axe, so I never crafted the battle axe. Sharpness 2. I could get sharpness 3 if I get another 4 levels. And so I continued on to get my 4 levels. These 4 levels took quite a while to get, but it's okay, we got there in the end. It did take a while though. It took a really long time. So to prepare for my Nether adventure, I decided it is time to trade with some villagers and get a nice enchantment on my sword. At the end, I only got sharpness 3 and knockback 2, but you know what? It will do for now. I don't think I need much more. And then I decided I'll make some gold apples and continue on into the Nether. This is gonna be bad. Already got a ghast right in my face. After being greeted by a ghast, I also saw one of the new piglin types. Look at him with his little eyes and a pickaxe running at me. What does he think he is? Slayed some magma cubes, built out a little bit of a shelf to not fall into lava right after getting out of the portal, and proceeded to see all the other things that are around me. Oh, big dude. What is happening there? Oh! Drummer boy. And matter of fact, there were a lot of big dudes everywhere. They're littering the netherscape. Dudes with torches, with spears, just everything happening all at once. And somehow the regular piglins were the biggest problem. that I had to face in this whole thing. But of course, first mission is to find a Nether fortress. Second mission, not die.
Oh, well, that's a friggin' fortress right there.
After finding the fortress, I of course got to getting some blaze rods to be able to enter the end after a little while, and also found a blaze spawner literally stuck inside a wall, which was kind of cool. Almost died to piglins too.
Oh! Oh no 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 no. Not good. Not good. Hit the wrong dudes. No 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 no. No 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 no. This is kinda bad. This is kinda bad. I'm not dying here. Netherite chestplate? What?
I did not make any friends during the Nether adventure, but I did get a Netherite chestplate, which is quite nice. I also crafted a potion brewing station for one of my villagers, which I will probably never use, and then wanted to see what kind of enchantment the librarian that I made gives me. I can tell you right now, it was not a good enchantment. After that, I decided to craft an axe and enchant that axe. I wasn't really sure why it was offering me sharpness instead of efficiency or unbreaking, but it is what it is. So I decided I'll just enchant the chestplate, and I got a really good enchantment. Protection 4 and unbreaking 3. I did start chopping down a whole bunch of trees to get more emeralds, to get more XP, and hopefully get better enchantments on things later on.
We're just gonna check what this guy offers. Might 1 of all things. You are so useless.
Smite 1 is not the best, and now I need more villagers. Luckily, I found another village nearby. Well, it's not nearby, but it's like 200 blocks to go. It's still fine.
Trident zombie. Oh, oh, he dropped a trident. That's huge. Wait, why is it 1 HP? It's got 8 damage. It's actually not bad.
This might be the first time I actually got a trident from a zombie in like the last 5 videos I've made. But no time for that. We must move forth and try to get our mending villager. This was a lot harder than I initially thought, because turns out these villagers, they don't work the same way Java villagers do. Anyone in this town can become a villager from the station I put down. That is just stupid.
There is mending. It's 20. Oh, it's 20 emeralds.
Quite expensive for mending, but hey, we're gonna do it anyway. So now I started chopping the entire forest around the village, and also employing about 50 Fletchers to help me on this adventure. Unfortunately, the trident that I got also is not gonna be useful to me, but it is pretty good as a weapon. Here come the Fletchers. It is time to trade sticks, and I literally traded sticks for the next 2 or 3 days. That was a whole lot of fun. However, I did get all the mending books that I needed, and even a Silk Touch book from one of the other villagers that I got earlier on, which was fantastic. After that, I went home to my original base and enchanted some of my gear with the levels I've gotten, and I got some pretty decent stuff, as well as adding mending to pretty much everything. So now I am kind of ready to go look for Malgosha.
Wait, Malgosha's nearby. Oh, I see her. There she is. Come here. Oh, God. Oh, I just hit a zombie pigman. That was a bad idea. Die. She dropped the staff. Ooh, Malgosha's here. Oh, this is gonna be a bit of a pickle. Malgosha's got her goons. Malgosha's got goons. I need to kill the goons. No, don't burn the stuff, okay? You can explode all you want. Don't burn my loot, okay? Ah, no orb. So much netherite stuff, but just not the stuff I need.
Even though I got great gear from this, it was still not good enough. However, Malgosha seemed to be spawning left and right, so I was trying my best to get that Orb of Dominance, because Malgosha has a 30% chance of dropping the orb. I need that orb.
I see another Malgosha. Oh, there's the hog. Okay. Oh, he's pretty great. Oh, I'm fighting everything at the same time. Oh, that's not very good. I should probably go back here and eat a little bit. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Oh my god, everyone's swarming me at the same time. Oh my god, Malgosha, what are you doing? You're being stinky. You're being stinky, Mrs. Malgosha. Not very nice. You get lost now. And give me the orb. Give me the orb. I said the orb, not the freaking staff again. And you, what's your problem? What's your problem? Get out of here. You're a big hog. You are actually huge. No orb of dominance, but what did you give me? After these intense fights, I finally found the Malgosha that's going to give me the orb, and she actually did. She actually gave me the orb. It's fantastic. Oh, what the? They're invading. I'm getting rid of all of you. Even though they love to hate me, I have the staff. And look at what the staff is able to do. That is pretty much a charged creeper explosion radius, and that is going to be OP. That's not good. I did not mean to hit you, but apparently you like it. As I slept through the night and kept being in awe of my staff, I decided it might finally be time to start working on a base. And I wanted to make a base that is somewhat similar to the one in the Minecraft movie, in the Big Mushroom. Oh, it's little doggo. Hey, buddy. Oh, Dennis Jr. Wait. Oh my god, come here. Follow me. So Dennis and Dennis Jr. will now be accompanying me through this adventure. Not really, they're just going to be sitting at the house, but they are great pets to have. So I started building around them, trying to make somewhat of a mushroom-ish shape. Of course, I keep misclicking the staff and almost burning down my entire village. I really did not mean to do this. The mushroom will consist of about, well, 55 million layers of mushroom stem blocks, which took me all of my bone meal. And some more. It was a pain in the hiney. However, I did finally manage to save up enough mushroom stems to build up a nice little foyer, nice little entrance to my base. And even though everything was going great, my tools were really starting to break, so it was time to go mining. However, this time I have the advantage of a staff that, well, uncovers diamonds for me pretty easily. That is one of the big plus sides to this staff. It is dominant. Actually finding diamonds quite commonly. When I finally had enough, I went back and kind of improved the durability of my pickaxe, but you know, didn't have any levels for it, so I got halfway and that was about it. However, it was quite enough to finish the stem of the mushroom, and now I can start working on the top of the mushroom, which is going to consist mostly of the red mushroom blocks, but I chose to do the bottom in brown because I had some of the extra blocks available to me, so it was all good. And now it's time for decoration. You know me, I love decorating. Even though I rarely build houses in these 100-day videos, I have now begun to do it more often, and that's the mushroom. Of course, it's not finished completely, but I started to add some quality of life improvements, some decorations, if you will, giving it some character, as well as messing around with the roof until I finally got a shape that I kind of wanted. It was still quite the struggle, but you know, it's worth it. And I pushed Dennis Jr. inside because he was not being a very nice dog. After that, I accompanied my house with some chests and other utilities such as furnaces, smokers, etc. and made the window, the infamous window, which you can find in the Minecraft movie. Oh, it doesn't quite look like the Minecraft movie, but you know what? They'll forgive me. Of course, it wasn't perfect, but we have no time for perfect because we had to move on to get some more ender pearls. I figured it would be really easy to get ender pearls in this because, well, endermen like to spawn quite frequently when you're in the warped forest in this version of Minecraft. Not to mention also Malgosha tried to ruin my fun again, but she's actually kind of weak. And I got another orb of dominance. I have nothing to do with that one,
But I figured, hey, since it reminded me of the Orb of Dominance, I might as well use the staff for digging because I don't want to use up my pickaxe. And I kept finding ancient debris. At this random Y level, that makes absolutely no sense, but I kept finding ancient debris left and right. Never used it, but it was there. And I had to go back in about 3 minutes to make myself some iron tools because my diamond ones were breaking and I was not going to lose them. Not anytime soon. Finally, after digging for about 300 blocks, I found the warped forest and all the endermen that I needed, as well as collecting about 16 ender pearls so I could surely get all the way to the stronghold.
So, next up is finding the stronghold and then winning.
Now, to win, I would need some durability on my weapons, so of course I fixed my sword. After walking about 1,200 blocks, I finally saw the eye turn, and so it was time to dig down. Now, initially I said, hey, there's no way this would be a deep, dark end portal, and turns out it was exactly that.
I literally called it. I literally called it. Are you kidding me? We have the perfect amount. And we're in. Please work. I think it did. I think it works. This dragon is very scary. It goes straight for you. What the hell? Bow. I did no damage to him. Dragon's a bit weird. He flies a bit weird, I'll be real. There's like no chance of hitting him with a bow. He does weird moves. What is that move? What is that move? There it is. Dub. Easy peasy, baby. Oh yeah. Spilling all the XP. Let's go. Yo, why is the dragon breath not going away? Well, now it went away.
After the dragon fight was done, I returned home and found myself walking back all 1,200 blocks to put away all the stuff I'd gained and use up some of the levels. Of course, I noticed I do have a lot of netherite gear that had absolutely no enchantments or durability, but you know what? Who needs durability when you can just enchant your gear and have it be really good? So that's what I did. I didn't even go for mending. I just enchanted the gear I had. Of course, we're not done there. It's chicken farm time. We want to make a chicken farm that is quite close to what the movie had, but I want to make it actually work. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the difficult part. So I started out laying a foundation with cobblestone and surrounding it with deep slate, as well as setting up an initial area where I could move the chickens into, and then right after going to look for some chickens. Now these chickens were problematic at best. I had a very, very rough time getting these things into the right place because, oh my god, chickens are annoying.
No. Okay. I was kidding. Guys, come on over. Come here. 3, 4. Get me out. This will work great.
Initially, I didn't think about how I'm going to make the system for the chickens that had to drop into the cooking area, but I figured I first have to get a decent amount of them, so I started breeding them with some seeds. Of course, used up all my bone meal, but that's nothing new. I don't have much. Then I spent about the next 3 days scheming how I'm going to make this chicken farm happen, and let me tell you, I didn't get anywhere really. I just started winging it. I decided I'll make the lava flow in from somewhere behind the chickens when they drop down, and going to have a bunch of pistons controlling the whole contraption. Theoretically, this could work great, but then again, theory only gets us so far, so I had to bring out my redstone mechanic, aka me, just struggling for quite a long time to figure out what I'm doing. But I made a reverse redstone signal for the lever that I had set up in the front of the store, and it actually functions.
Look at that. First, this lever will have to open up the top pistons, which I haven't even made yet. And then it will have to open up the lava pistons. This yellow glass is going to be for the lava, right here. And this is going to be for the front, right here.
Theoretically, the first 2 pistons were the easiest part of this whole thing, because now I have to add another 2 that will dispense chickens. And this one was way more difficult, because now I have to move the redstone signal up and not have all the chickens ruin my fun. However, at some point I did actually figure it out and make a redstone elevator type situation happen. Of course, I tried to get the timings right, but it was really difficult to set up the redstone in the right way because I did not want the redstone signal to turn all the pistons on at the same time. That would end up in a complete disaster. So I spent some time finagling with the redstone to finally get something that resembles a working contraption.
Oh, yes. Exactly what I needed. Perfection.
Even though I had made what I thought was quite correct, it was time to actually put it to use and see if it even works.
Oh, it's already burning something.
Apart from burning the chest down, it wasn't too bad. After breeding some more of the chickens, I decided to test out the contraption for the first time with actual chickens inside to see if it makes chicken or nothingness.
There it is. It works. It works.
After my very successful chicken shop adventure, I thought it might be time to look for a mansion. This is also one of the things that they did in the Minecraft movie. They took over a whole mansion. And so I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to get myself some totems. And that meant fighting a whole bunch of different mobs, looking through many different rooms, finding pretty much nothing except a chest with some lilacs in it and 1 damaged anvil.
We've taken over. We've gotten 3 totems and we can leave.
Once I got back to home base, I thought, you know what? No better time to remake my entire village roofing system. I decided it will be out of mushrooms. I don't know why. That is what I decided. After becoming a professional roofer, I realized it might be time to set up some advancements in my world. So, next stop was the Nether, to make myself a portal that gets me a lot closer to the stronghold so I can go back and forth if I need anything like ender pearls, elytras, etc. However, I went the complete opposite direction and I had to redo the whole thing twice.
So have I finally made it? Oh, look at that. Portal room.
I did finally get there after a little while and started farming some endermen for ender pearls for my potato launcher.
I already have an end ship in sight. That is insane. And guess what? We have the launcher. So we should have absolutely no problem getting over this. Yeetus. I really hope this goes the distance. Okay, so that went into the void.
Of course, I wasn't really great at launching the ender pearls yet, but I got used to it slowly and made my way to my first elytra. Thankfully, it was really close to where I spawned in the end, so that came pretty quickly. Now I had an elytra, totems, everything I could ever want in this world, except one major thing. A pink house. Now, I couldn't see myself living without a pink house, so this is where I started to farm sheep. And I did it near a village that had a pillager outpost right next to it. I'm also going to pretend that I couldn't get pink dye from the cherry blossom biome, which I definitely could. But I decided, hey, I'm gonna get red dye from roses and blue dye from lapis, and I'm gonna make pink dye. Turns out you don't need blue dye. You need white dye. And I didn't have any white dye, so I had to go to Nether and get some bones. But at the end of it all, I did make a whole load of pink wool, which ended up becoming the pink house. The same as the one that Steve showed us in the Minecraft movie. It came to life. Now, of course, once I realized I could use cherry blossom, everything kind of changed, and I started to remodel the whole thing that I had just built, but it ended up looking very nice.
And there's the pink house. We're ready to breed these guys up so they're fully functioning.
And we could make one more lava chicken for the road. What is going on here? Boy, don't kill the llama. Don't do that. I get to do that. Alright, let's make myself one more lava chicken real quick before it's all over. There it is. Thank you all for watching today's video. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.